Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And I emphasize the word my because for a brief period here this week, this channel was not mine. I had no control over it. But I finally have my channel back and I am so incredibly relieved and grateful to have my channel back that it means so much more to me. The fact to say that this is my channel means a lot. And I'm just so grateful that I have this back. So I am making this video today because some of you might not know, you just might not know what's been going on. I tried to update things as it was happening on Instagram and Facebook, but my largest following is here on YouTube. And I want to explain everything and I want to share with you guys so you know what happened and everybody knows. Secondly, I feel like I need to make this video as a little bit of therapy to myself because truthfully, this has just been a nightmare. Like it's gone on for days. And I'm probably going to be emotional in this video. I'm not going to lie. I actually debated about whether or not I should do my makeup today. And I feel better today than I have the last 3 days. And so I thought, nope, I'm going to do my makeup. I'm going to push through because I enjoy doing makeup. I wanted to feel good. So I did my makeup. It may all wash off in this video today. We're going to find out. But I also want to make this video because if this should happen to anyone else, I want this to be a resource that someone can look at the video. I'm going to explain the steps that I took to recover my YouTube channel and to get it back. And I want this to be something people can look at even years down the road. So I am going to post timestamps in this video down below in my video description. That way, if you are in a crisis and you need help, maybe my experience will help you. I don't know, but I'll post those timestamps and then you can go watch those then. But like I said, I'm going to explain everything. And I'm going to start with the beginning. I don't know how long this video is going to be today because I haven't really planned it out. But I just want to start with I'm so happy to be back here and happy that I can share this with you guys. So on November 6th, I was hacked. My YouTube channel was completely hacked and also hijacked, meaning that the hackers not only infiltrated the channel itself, but they started to take over the channel and they made changes that I didn't even recognize. They deleted my channel name of Subscription Sisters. They changed photos. They changed all of the about me contact info. If you wanted to try to reach out to me, it was all redirected to them. They deleted content. Any form of me was starting to disappear on my channel. And then they had the nerve to abuse it and to create their own content on my channel as well. And that was really painful. This process, I have a theory as to how it all happened, but today is Wednesday. And so it's only been 3 days since this happened. And while it was a very quick event looking back, it did not feel quick by any means. It felt like it was taking forever, but it's still very much real to me. And that is why I'm emotional about it still, because it was very painful to go through this. So I'm just going to start with the beginning of how I think all of these things transpired and what took place. As a creator, we tend to receive a lot of emails or contact info from brands that want to have their products showed or displayed on the channel. This is a very normal process. It's something I'm very familiar with. And I did have a brand reach out to me via email. I am not going to mention the brand by name on this video because I don't know at this time whether or not it was actually them or someone impersonating to be them. And I don't want to cause damage to them if it really wasn't this brand. But all of my suspicions suspect that this is where everything started. I had a brand reach out at the end of October that said, we'd love to have an unboxing on your channel of clothes from our website. They're a whole fashion retailer online. And they said that they were looking for someone to purchase clothes using it would be provided to me. I would go on and use a gift card to buy these clothes. Then they wanted an unboxing, a try on, a full review, and to promote to you guys this brand and these clothes. And I looked at it and I was intrigued. So I went and I reviewed their website. They have a gorgeous website. There is a lot of clothing on it. Everything about it felt very legitimate. I ended up finding reviews on other sites. Also, other YouTubers have done unboxings of this website as well. So everything about it implies this is a very real brand, a very real product. And I felt comfortable with the idea of pursuing this further. So whenever a brand does reach out, there is a negotiation period. So we did negotiate. Everything about it felt very normal, felt very real. We went back and forth on a couple of things. They wanted to have it up around Black Friday. You know, we set prices and terms, and it was normal. There was nothing about this process that seemed fishy or off at all. So we had everything lined out, and they said that the way they do it is that they would have me choose the clothes that I would like to have for myself to feature on the channel. And then they would add each of those clothing names into their physical contract. They just wanted to make sure that I featured every specific clothing item, and that's why they needed it in the contract. I was fine with that. Not a problem at all. And so I said, great. And they said, so before we send over payment and before we send over this contract, we are going to send you our catalog and you can look through the clothes and choose which ones and then just email us back and let us know. I said, fine. Again, this is a very normal process, so there were no red flags with this. Here's our catalog. You click on the link. It actually downloads a file then, and you're able to look through the clothes. Well, I clicked on the link, and right when I go to run their catalog that they sent me, Microsoft pops up and says, we're not going to let you open this up because we suspect there is malware here or something dangerous. There wasn't even an option to try to open this up. Microsoft just said no on my computer. And that was fine. So I closed it. I emailed them back and I said, hey, I am not able to open up this catalog that you guys sent over. I'm not sure what's going on with it, but my computer is saying there's malware, so I'm not able to view this. And they actually responded back and were very apologetic. They could not believe that had happened. I don't know if that was just part of the act or not, but they were very upset about it as well. And so they said, we sent you a new link. They're very sorry. Try this catalog. It should be fine, and you shouldn't experience any issues. And I said, okay. I mean, up until this point, I had no reason to not believe them. Right away, I got a blurb again from Microsoft, and it was from like the Windows Defender again. But this time, instead of not allowing me to do anything with it, it actually gave me a choice, and it said I could allow it or deny it. And it said that if you trust this sender, it should be fine. But we did find that this link is a little broken or something. There was something about it that was a little funny to Microsoft, but not so much so that they were going to prevent it altogether. So I went ahead and allowed it, and nothing was in there. It was absolutely blank. It was the most bizarre thing. So I emailed them back and I said, hey, I don't know what's going on, but there's nothing in this. That was at 10:30 a.m. on Sunday, November 6th. So I closed my laptop. I went about my day. I had other things to do. And then about 3:30 in the afternoon, I actually received a notification on my phone that the Google email that I used to log into YouTube had been signed out of. And I thought that was strange, but it wasn't so strange that it was a red flag, because sometimes this happens on my phone that something will get signed out of and I just put my password in and I log back in. So that's what I did. I logged back in. Everything was there. It was fine. No red flags at this point. My husband and I had to go do our other jobs, and we've always had the philosophy that you should never have your income coming from one place. Don't keep all your eggs in one basket, so to speak. So we each work our jobs. I work here on YouTube. He has his job. And then together we also do a janitorial business on the side. And so we had to go do some of our businesses then. We actually have two that are very close to each other. So he was about 5 minutes away, and he just drops me off at this building and I clean, and then he goes over to the other building and cleans there and comes back and picks me up. So I say this because I was in full janitor mode at this point. And by the way, I have no shame in being a janitor either. Like, it's still money. Money is money. It's still green. I had my music on. I was not paying attention to anything. Was not looking at my phone at all because I'm working. And this is about 5:30 in the evening. And I'm waiting for my husband to come back and pick me up. And I notice on my phone right away, there's a whole bunch of notifications from Google. It was like signed out, and then it said re-sign in, and it was just very strange. So I clicked on the one that said, you've been signed out. And I thought, well, this is weird. It's doing it again. So I go to sign in, and right away it pops up and it says your password was changed 1 hour ago. I was cleaning. There was no way I changed my password. So I thought, odd, but you do the typical thing where you log back in with your password thinking it's making a glitch. I tried to do that like 3 times and it kept on saying your password was changed an hour ago. So I clicked on the forgot password, and I clicked on that link, and it came up, said put in your password you last remembered. And then right away it takes me to a security key. I have no idea what a security key is at that point. I do now after having been through all of this, but I was like, a security key? What in the world is a security key? It was wanting me to insert a USB thumb drive into something to unlock it. And I was like, I don't have this. I never set this up. I don't know what it is. So I clicked try another way, and it says, okay, we're going to email you a password recovery link to your backup email address that you have. But when it popped up and it showed the backup email address, it wasn't mine. It was, and I knew right away because I saw it and I was like, that's not mine. I've never had this email address. So it was at that moment that I knew something bad had happened. And then it just said, we could not verify your identity. And at that point is when the panic started to develop. And I have not had panic attacks in over a decade. It has been a long time. So I knew then I was getting very upset. I started to cry. And I'm like, I don't know what is going on, but I can't get into my Google account or my YouTube channel. So I call my husband. He's like, no, I'll be there. I'm 5 minutes away. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure you just mistyped something. It's not a big deal. Doing the reassuring husband thing that they do. And it was fine. But I also was like, this isn't right. This isn't right. This isn't right. And I knew it was bad. I had already went into a full-blown panic attack and I couldn't breathe. My chest was hurting. I'm out of breath right now and I shouldn't be, but I was literally gasping for air because I just couldn't even focus on breathing. My YouTube channel is gone. And that was really, really hard because it took a few minutes to realize that, but when you do, that hurts. Reality is setting in that the channel I've worked so hard for has been stolen from me and I can't gain access to it. And then I made the mistake of looking at my channel and I pulled it up under a different YouTube account, my personal account, and Subscription Sisters is gone. It says SpaceX Live on it. And I can't stand those words now. And I see that the photos have changed. It's no longer my logo. And then they have the audacity to go live on my channel. I was so mad. I'm still mad because to have something ripped away from you that you've worked really hard for. And I will tell you, I have done YouTube for 4 years, and the first 2 years of it, I had no idea what I was doing. It took me forever to figure out how to grow, how to do things correctly. And I finally figured it out. And I have been growing. The channel's been growing. In October was my best month I have ever had on YouTube. I had the most views. I had the most subscribers that join us. Literally, I have been figuring things out to where my channel is successfully growing, and to go through so much work and to get it to that point and then to see it taken away and somebody else is using your channel. It was heartbreaking. It was devastating. It was maddening. And all I could think is I'm going to have to start over. I'm going to have to start completely over with a whole new channel. And I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can go back to having to work just to be monetized. And the panic was so real because It's like it was all for nothing. All I could do was cry and hyperventilate. I mean, that's literally all I was doing. So I ended up contacting Google through my other Google account and just acted like a consumer. But as soon as I could get through the chat process, I told them what was going on. And this part is where I will say the Google customer service representatives are either not trained properly for this, or this representative didn't know what to do, but it made my situation worse because he effectively implied that I was the hacker trying to break in, because since I didn't know the security key, the new password, I didn't have access to the email address, I had no right to this channel because I didn't have that information. My face is all over this channel. So I don't know why you wouldn't think I have a right to this channel when it's literally my face on here. But I was so upset at that point because he just kept telling me, even if I believe you, there's nothing I can do for you. Nothing. I'd just been hacked and lost my channel, lost my job, and there's nothing. The whole time, my sister is searching the internet, searching for anything and everything to help us out with what's going on. My sister found a YouTube video. They had the best advice, and ultimately that video is what helped me to fix all of this and to get my channel back. In this video, he tells of the same thing, that his channel was taken, and what he did is he reached out to Team YouTube on Twitter. So I have a Twitter account, but I've never really used it, and I don't even know how to use it. So I literally had to go learn how to make a tweet because I had to contact Team YouTube. And I took exactly what this gentleman did with his and copied word for word of what he said, and I sent a tweet to Team YouTube. 20 minutes later, Team YouTube messages me on Twitter and says, "Hey, is this the channel in question you're talking about?" And it says SpaceX Live. And I was like, yep, that's it. That's the channel. But that's not what it's supposed to be called. Essentially what they did is they had me fill out a form. I had to be on an incognito mode tab on my computer where I could open up this form using a totally different Gmail account. And that form was only valid for 12 hours and I had to fill it out. What I will tell all of my content creators right now is the questions they ask to verify that you are the owner of this channel are very specific. So if you have a channel, my recommendation is find all of this information, write it down, and keep it in a safe place. I had to know the exact date my channel was created on YouTube. I had to know the last video I posted, date and time. I had to know facts about my analytics. I also had to have my channel ID number. That number cannot be the custom one that you do. So like mine is YouTube/Subscription Sisters. They don't want that. They want the 15-digit number of numbers and letters that identify your channel. They also want to know your account number through AdSense. If you are monetized, you'll have an AdSense account with Google then. They want to know details. And so thankfully I was able to provide those details, but had I not had those, I don't know if I would have been able to get where I'm at right now. After that form was submitted, I had to wait for Google to get back to me. At that point, I was thinking, well, I can go to bed now. I don't know if I'm going to sleep, but I've done all I can do. And that's when the attack hit Instagram. All of a sudden it pops up on my phone that I am no longer able to log into Instagram and that the password had been changed. They target your contact info first and they delete all of that and then they go for your stories. So all of my stories were deleted immediately. The only saving grace I had is that my sister was already in the Instagram account when she noticed things disappeared. And so she had went in and was actually on the trusted device list and deleted every one of them except hers. So even I was deleted out of it. And by doing that so quickly, it actually stopped the access that the hackers had. So of course we changed passwords and everything, but we were so close to losing Instagram as well that I can't believe it. I almost cannot believe we were able to get them out of there as fast as we did. The next morning on Monday, I had received an email back from Google that had said, "We recognize and confirmed that you have been hijacked." and because of this, we have taken your channel down. They then gave me an email with instructions and said the first thing we have to do is secure your Gmail account. And so they gave me a list of instructions and said, complete this. If that doesn't work, you're going to complete this set of instructions next. And if that still doesn't work, then you're going to complete this list. And so I did, and thankfully it worked on the very first list. I was shocked that I was able to get in very quickly. And then you start to see the damage that was done. You can see that this was very fast and very quick. The attack location came from Russia, is where the IP address pinged from. And it showed that they logged into my account at 5:01 p.m. and by 5:03 p.m., so in 2 minutes, they had successfully deleted everything that I had, recreated their own passwords, their own emails, their own phone numbers, their own codes. So what that told me is that this is definitely like a program. It was so fast. It was faster than what I think even a human would physically be able to do. And even if I had caught it in the moment, I don't know with a 2-minute window, I would have been able to prevent this. After I was able to secure the Gmail account, Google then said, we're gonna look at restoring your YouTube channel. And that was a 24-hour waiting time period. And I couldn't do anything. I just had to wait until they allowed me to get back in. So I received full control of everything by Tuesday evening. So it was about a 48-hour window from the time I was hacked and lost control to the time that I regained it back. On this side of it, it doesn't seem like much time. It seems like, you know, that would be fine. It's only 2 days. But I cannot tell you the amount of stress that my body has physically went through over these last few days. I also have a new fear of my devices right now. I'm paranoid of who could be in them, what they could be doing, what they can see. It's just that trust factor has definitely been broken. Even when I regained control of the channel, the best way I can liken it is if someone stole your car and then brought it back to you and all of their crap is still in your car. And as you're cleaning it out and you're fixing things and restoring your car, it just makes you so angry. With every piece of trash you pull out, I'm just angry. And so everything that I've had to reset on my channel, even in my email account, there are things that I will find, and it's just maddening knowing that they have damaged something that you have pride in and that you take joy in. But in summary, if I can tell my content creators, put every security measure you can on your channels. Write down all of the facts about your channels. Write down your AdSense account numbers, your channel ID number. Write down the date you started your channel, facts about your channel that you view as important as well, what your typical analytic numbers are on average. You need to be updating those every 6 months. Have a copy of those on hand so you can prove, I know my channel. And if you're going through this process right now, like I was, if you're searching the internet looking for a solution of what to do, the only way that I could get in touch with someone was through Twitter and sending a message to Team YouTube. Team YouTube is blue check verified. There are a lot of YouTube accounts on Twitter, but it is specifically Team YouTube. It's all one word. Send a message to them and tell them you've been hacked and you need help. They were the ones that actually got me the form to even submit it. This form is not available to find online anywhere. It is a very confidential one. So if you are needing assistance, that is my advice, is contact them, fill out this form. So that's my story. That is everything that happened. That's how I was hacked, and that's how I fixed it, or was able to fix it. In the meantime, like I said, I'm going to be working to get back into my videos. I had videos planned for you guys. I had a Manic Monday already filmed and ready to go. So all of my videos are going to be a little bottlenecked and they're going to be a little off for the moment while I try to play catch up. I know a lot of you have asked, what can you do to help? And you guys were amazing. A lot of you reached out to me and expressed concern, and I really, really do appreciate that. It was awesome having a community backing me up and willing to support me. The only thing that I can request of you guys at this time is that because my channel was offline for about 48 hours, my views have all tanked, and according to Google's algorithms, they will continue to bump your videos up based off of views. So because I haven't had views for 2 days straight, Google's not really sharing my videos at the moment. So if you want to watch extra videos, click on a playlist, watch them for me. That's the best thing that I can ask from you guys right now, because I would love to be able to get my videos back out there so that people can find them and that the algorithm will like me again. So if you guys want to assist me, I'm not going to beg you for anything because you've already been amazing at supporting me. But if you do feel inclined to help me, watch a playlist. You can even put me on mute if you want to and just let it play. I would be very appreciative of that. So until next time, you guys, have a great rest of the day, and I will see you all again in my next unboxing video, and we're gonna have a much happier video, I swear, and we're gonna unbox something, and we're gonna have a great time. But until next time, you guys, have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all very soon. Bye!